Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you all. Not really getting to see anybody, but hopefully some people will hop in. Guys, it is Monday, day 4. I'm catching up to speed a little behind schedule this morning. Mondays, man, Mondays. Um, So, where we left off last week. So, a couple things happened since we last spoke Friday morning, since I was with you guys. So, I already had like one of my buyers that we had connected with. The guy that I spoke to Friday morning, he was originally from New York. He sent me a deal over the weekend. Was like, hey, I've got this property that I'm looking to sell. So we've already got one lead coming our way. I don't think it's going to be a deal just because there's a few things about it that make it like a little bit quirky. They're like Airbnbs. I don't have an Airbnb buyer. A B, he's asking a pretty penny for him. And number 3, something neat you guys will learn. So I had a property management company. Well, actually, I'm in the process of closing that business down. Should be done at the end of this month. But a property management company that specifically managed HOA associations. And this guy's it's how many units was it? It was like 6 or 8 units, I want to say, something like that. But he pitched it as, he was like, oh, the upside is if you buy it, you would be the majority on the board. So with HOA associations, you have board members that pretty much manage and run everything for the association. They vote on rules, the finances, the budget, like everything. And that is typically made up of people that reside in that community, just anyone that lives in that community, and there's a voting process, so on and so forth. So he's like, because the number of units that you would own, you would have X amount of votes, and you would be sitting as the president of the board. So basically, you would get to make the decisions on everything that happens, which is great. However, probably what he's running into now, which is why I sent it my way, when you go to sell those properties, you have a really hard time, or to sell those units, because banks don't like seeing a lot of investors, especially if an investor owns like a majority. Banks won't finance them. So you have a really hard time selling them on the back end. So, as an investor, yeah, it's great to have that type of control and ownership. With the board, but yeah, it's most people don't want to buy something like that for that exact reason. All right, cool. What are we talking about? Dude, we're talking about 30-day challenge day 4 today. We're gonna do some last finishing touches today on the buyer side, and then starting tomorrow, we're gonna start kind of like a whole new thing. So we're kind of just finishing getting all the back end stuff set up today, so the buyers and stuff lined up, and then starting tomorrow, we're gonna be looking to start bringing in leads and deals. All right, let me get my stuff set up here. Put that over there. Me this out of here. Oh no, I just canceled my recording. So another thing that happened, so I think it was Friday. Friday, we had the conversation with a woman at the title company. It was a good conversation. But importantly, during that conversation, she had mentioned her assistant is like looking to get started with wholesaling. And so I was like, cool. Would he be interested? I'm, looking for, a small group of people um, to basically work with me for the next 30 days, and I'll teach them. I'll teach them so long as they're willing to put some work in. And then, kind of bring some leads, some deals to me. We can, I'll help them with it, close the deal. I'll dispo the deal and, kind of do a split with them. So I got to speak with him on Saturday. And he was very interested. So I know I told him to, just think about it and then let me know today, Monday morning, what his if he'd like to hop on board. So that was what happened over the weekends. Okay, now we're back in business. Okay. All right, let's share my screen. Present, share screen. Oh. All right. All right. So the other thing is for buyers, we're going to be using Privy. We're going to be using Privy for finding buyers and looking to bring in some deals and create some relationships. I'll be honest, I am new to Privy. I don't have like an affiliate link or anything like that I'm selling, but I've gotten to learn a little bit about it. And I really like what Privy's got going on, and kind of what it's used for. And I like the whole concept with Privy. So we're kind of going to be testing it out this 30-day challenge. We'll see. We will see how it goes. But basically, Privy's, the way we'll be using it is for an on-market strategy, not off-market. So let's. I don't have it up here. Also, still trying to get a hold of this guy. He called me back that one day, and I haven't heard from him since. Let me. All right. So we'll try to give it about 8:30 till we start calling title people. Let's see. Get Privy now, I think. Oh, let's not. Almost clicked on the ad. Don't want them to have to pay for that. All right, let's sign up. So this is the only thing that we'll be paying for. And it's got like a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you guys were to use it and you're like, oh my gosh, it just not for me, there is that option. All right, let's sign up for Get Privy now. I want to create a new email for Privy. Create Google email. Oh wait, no, this is the family one again. I keep clicking on this one. What did I click on last time? Okay, there we go. Bob Jones. Let's do Privy email one. Password. Let's not share it with you guys. Let me take my screen away. Boom. All right. Password. What are we going to go with for password? So Privy, when we're using it, so Privy's all about like MLS data. But it's a lot more than that. It allows you to really navigate through everything that's on the MLS. And that's where kind of the magic is. And if you're like, Nate, what are you talking about, bro? That sounds kind of crazy. We're going to find out together because I am new with using it. Okay, here's email account. Frederick, hi, good to the morning. What's up, my man? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Dude, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. I know I had a great time. Hope you guys maybe talk to some sellers, talk to some buyers, got some deals. I'll tell you guys about so over the weekend someone brought and they're like, hey, I've an agent brought me this off market deal, which is great. We like that's what we're looking for with agents, right? We want it to be off market. And it was for commercial property for like a 12-unit multifamily. One thing is, so, and here's the person was like, hey, they're looking for an offer, and it sounds like we can negotiate it a bit. What should we do? One thing is, and this was a mistake I made starting out, is like when I was wholesaling in the very beginning, I was like, yo, if you got a property and you want to sell it, like I'll make an offer on anything. And I would, just make an offer, whether it was a house, a piece of land, commercial property, whether it was, whatever. I would like look at it and it'd be like, oh yeah, if it's a motivated seller, like I'll talk to them. Try to, don't cut yourself too, short into a box, but also be willing to say no and like kind of allow yourself to focus. So what I mean is like for this property, so like a 12-unit commercial is like, multifamily. It's not like 100-unit, but it's not like a 3 or 4-unit property. It's like a totally different process, and totally different buyer typically. So what I mean by that, like, so the agent would provide kind of a sheet with all the info, right? You've got the rents, or whether projected rents, expenses, the debt service. It's like all the underwriting process with analyzing a deal like that is totally different. And if you don't have a buyer for it, because with that underwriting process, it's a little different from a single family. Like your due diligence is in, I'm looking at this house and the condition that it's in. With a commercial, like income producing, like a multifamily, like this 12-unit, there's more to the underwriting. Like for example, yes, anybody can put on paper, hey, here's how it's performing. But there's a lot of things you got to look at to verify that all the information they're telling you is true. And a lot of times there's been adjustments to numbers on the income side, on the expenses side, or like things like, yeah, this is all true because they just changed all these rents last month, and yeah, these people probably stop being able to paying this rent after like 3-4 months, but you wouldn't necessarily know that unless you knew to kind of look into those types of details. So but the most important thing and kind of with this whole process is don't waste too much of your time unless you have a buyer. Because if you don't have a buyer, it doesn't matter. You can make whatever offer you want, but if you don't have somebody that can buy that, you're spending a lot of time. Your time is valuable, people. Time is valuable. All right, password. Do that. That. Boom, boom. Okay. Scotty Free. Hello, everyone. What's up, man? What is up? Happy Monday to you. And going back to that commercial deal, okay, like, so what's one thing you can do if you're like, hey, this seems like a really good opportunity? Like, yeah, I might not know how to necessarily underwrite it or tell if it's a good deal, but like the agents definitely. Everybody see my fiance peeking in the background? Do you need something? Oh, right. Whenever you see that door creak, it's not because we have ghosts. It's just my fiance, who's like, she's like, oh, can I come and get something? She's like, oh, he's recording. I'm gonna stay outside. She's great. She's great. Phone number optional. Oh, I can share my screen with you guys now. They need this, don't they? We're gonna go with 14. We're gonna do 1960. I'm old, dude. Is anyone else like me where it's like you just, as much as possible, you try to not put your real information out there? Or wait, I don't want to do custom. I agree. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. That's all right. All right. Take that. Okay. And we're back. Oh, man, gotta hide another password from you guys. Wrong one. We'll look for this one. Boom. All right. We got to do. All right. Password. Let's do cool. All right, so let's do this. Ah, gotta go get my card. All right, give me 1 second, people. 1 second. All right, be right back. All right, we are back. We are back. Boom. Okay. Let's hop in Privy here. Right after I put in this info. All right. Cool. Go to the Privy app. Oh, let me share my screen with you guys. Don't want that. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is what pops up. What's this about? Just resource here. Okay, this is just I think we know enough to be dangerous. Let's just X out of this. Okay. So we're gonna go in our Orlando over here. I don't know if you guys use Privy at all, but this is my first time. So we're pretty much gonna all be learning together, which is cool. So we want to try and look up some buyers. So one thing we want to look at real quick is filters. Let's see. So this shows, I believe this is investor. All right, here we go. I think this is what we're looking for. Okay. So this shows like how many flips are happening in an area. So Orlando 690, pretty hot. Cool. So that's good. That's what we want. So let's go in here. Let's Orlando, Florida. Okay, cool. So just kind of like one thing in general, kind of what we're talking about when it comes to like market areas to focus on. Like what's really cool about this tool is you know we want to be where there's investor activity. It's like that's like the most important thing, right? We don't want to be in, well, there's borders here, but like, middle of nowhere. Like if there's none of these red things, we don't want to be in that spot, right? So as simple as it sounds, there's way more red properties over here than over here. So we're going to focus more in this area. Let's see, can I draw? So yeah, let's do that. Just like okay. Let's redraw that. Can I? So eraser. Oh man, what am I doing? Fix and flip. Orlando, Florida. Did I just break it? Okay, let's try that again. We're gonna do. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm doing something wrong. All right, so maybe we won't draw a circle. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to filters. There's a couple things that we want to do. We can leave it at 75. We're looking at fix and flips, Orlando, Florida. One thing, price point. So the median price point in Orlando is about like 325, 350-ish. How do I know that, guys? If you have Redfin, Redfin isn't in every single market, but they're in a lot. So if you just click here, right? If you just put in your market and then market insights, it's like a really good, quick way to just learn something. Learn a little bit about an area. So you got some info up here. The average sale price about $349. The median sale price, which we like better. I like median more than average. So the median home price is $354. Days on market 37. So that's kind of how we know that. So I'm not looking to do like luxury homes. I'm not really looking for $1 million homes. I want to be where there's the most activity, where there's the most demand. So we'll do max of 400. So this will show us everything that's 400,000 and below. Okay, past 12 months. All right, let's try that. Okay, cool. So we've got 135. And then, so here's another neat thing, like picking up on things about the market. All of these properties like just disappeared, right? So these were a lot higher end. So, maybe if I had luxury buyers and I was looking for luxury flips, this might be the place to target. But for the median, closer to median, right here. I set at 100%, sold last. When I'm looking for buyers, I set it at 100% and sold in the last 6 months. Interesting. I'm trying to think. So maybe you might know how Privy works better than me. Why should I put it at 100 versus 75? So my understanding is, let's click on one and see. Let's click on this. Does this have like a before and after? I know they sometimes have that. Yeah, so it's the exact same. So it's not flipped yet. So let's look at this one. Does this have a before and after? Okay. Dude, that's so awesome. Okay, so this is like one of the coolest things about Privy. So this property, so it literally gives you, if it's a flip, it gives you before and after, which is so cool. So this is what it was like when they bought it. These on the left here, yeah, look at these. That's what we call dated. Yeah, man, that's a nice kitchen. Cool, and this is what they did to it. So we want to call this dude up. So there's a couple other things I think down here. So it even shows like this is the price that they bought it for, and then this is what they sold it for on the back end. 73%. That's pretty good. So this dude paid up to 73% of ARV. So then we want to go to it's under property history. Yeah. So it was. Does it not have the? Doesn't say who they sold it to on the back end. Well, this was when they bought it. So this is who we're looking for. And then here they listed it, and then it just doesn't have the sale date. I'm just curious. It's not still listed, is it? Let's just double check. Let's pop it into Zillow. just means that buyers bought at 100% asking price. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. So the reason I don't want to do that is, well, no, I don't. So I could be wrong, but I don't think the filter is at what percent of the purchase price. I think it just means what percent of ARV they bought it at. So like I have my filter set at 75% of ARV. And so here it has like he falls within my criteria because he bought it at 73% of ARV. Because this was the price. This was the ARV. This was price he bought it for. Well, I don't know if they're using this as the property or they're using a comp. Like it's either they're using this price or like a different comp that Privy found. Because let's see. So see because like yeah, here he didn't buy it at list price. He bought it below list price. So it was listed for 220 and he bought it. I'm sorry, it was listed for 230 and he bought it at 220. All right. Okay, so this definitely sold. All right, so let's try and look this dude up. Was it open corporates? I think I actually have it saved. All right, so let's go into here. Let's get rid of that. Let's go into here. We're going to take this. So there's two things that we can do. We can let's just if I just leave it on all. Let's see what happens. All right. So these would be the two people that are owners. So we want to try and get a hold of Colleen. So guys, all this other stuff is totally free. So far the only thing that has cost any money is Privy. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee. Oh wait, no, we want let's do Orlando. Oh, I think it says here. So what happens if we click on them? Okay, doesn't give an address. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Orlando, Florida. So yeah, let's try this one. No phone numbers. Let's see if we look at this one. Okay, so this one's got phone numbers. Let's try calling her up. 8:45. I hope she's awake and had her coffee. So there's real quick. There's kind of two strategies we can do. So one, we can either contact the buyer directly. Typically, I like to have that direct contact with my buyers. I don't really want to have to work through an agent on the dispo side, but if we must, we must. Yeah. And then the agent, oh, okay. So I think, so Colleen might have been the agent representing them, if I'm understanding it correctly. So this might actually be her phone number. What do we have here? 7953666. Neither one of those. So, because Colleen's popping up as this person here as an owner in the LLC, and I'm pretty sure for Privy, yeah, she's showing up as the sales agent, the listing agent for the investor buyer. So she might be one of the same. So she might be an investor that also has her license. Let's call her up. Let's try this number here. Pro 7569 5884.
Thanks for calling MPT Homes. I'm sorry I missed your call. If you could please leave a detailed message, I'll be glad to get back to you. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, this is Nathan. If you could give me a call back when you get the chance. My cell phone's 845-853-6551. Thanks. All right. Let's try one of these. So typically, you only want to call the wireless one. 624-7895.
Hello, you've reached Colleen Shive with MPT Homes. I'm not available to take your call right now, but if you'll leave your name, number, a brief message, on the property you're calling about, I will get back to you momentarily. Thank you and take care. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Colleen, this is Nathan. Give me a call back when you get the chance. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right, cool. So that was her. True People Search. Win one. Guys, this is also one of my first times using True People Search. It's for those of you guys who don't know, it's totally free. You've got to do a little bit of searching to find the numbers, but from what I've found, they're actually pretty good. From what I've seen, and obviously the first one we did all right. Okay. So how do we bookmark this? Because we definitely want to talk to this person. Edit share key, favorite. Let's do manage lists. save this property so that we don't lose it. So there's a couple ways with Privy. Honestly, is for anything with acquisitions, with dispositions, finding buyers, finding sellers. So there's two approaches we can have. We could have like a shotgun approach to where, you know, I'm exporting like a whole list of properties for a market and then just cold calling, you know, putting it into a dialer or something and cold calling through that whole list, which I'm not opposed to. I'd say earlier in my wholesaling career, that was definitely like my approach to everything was like, okay, you know, how do I do the, you know, a lot of it and how do I do it faster? I've kind of come to have a different perspective to where I really like the, hey, I don't need to look at all 135 and call every one of these people and dial through this list, you know, 3-4 times. I just really need to chat with like maybe the 4 or 5 best ones in this whole list. Like I might only need to call 4 or 5 people. And I like that. I like making 4 or 5 calls instead of a few hundred. So let's, how do we mess with lists? Okay, cool. So this is here. We'll figure that out later. So let's look at some more. This looks nice. Yeah, it looks like a flip. Let's see there before and after. Oh, so cool. Man, I freaking love that. You don't have to play like this guessing game. You know, that's what you used to have to do before is like, oh, does it, like you would only be looking at these pictures and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's a flip. Like, you know, it's all empty. It looks pretty updated. Yeah, well, that's kind of a giveaway on this one. But or like if you're using Zillow, I would just have like Zillow for the longest time. And you know, you might only get like the picture, like this picture of the front of the house, and you're like, okay, you know, and you only have the sale dates, and you're like, I'm pretty sure it's a flip. But this is like, yeah, 100% a dude flip this property or gal flip this property. Bought it for 244. Man, bought it at 73%. Dude, I like these guys. So Coldwell Banker. Let's see who bought it. Brave Development Investments. Brave Development. Okay. Back in 98. So these guys. Or no, I think this is who we want. So let's see. So it was sold in January. So this is a little confusing. Let's see what other. So we have 2 LLCs. We have 2 LLCs that both look like. Let's Google these guys and see if they're like a property management company. Oh, so maybe they bought as like an Airbnb. What do you guys think? You guys think we're looking to reach out to Brave Development, or Brave Development Investments LLC? Let's see what pops up for these people. Let's see what's this about. So here's the other thing, is we could just, in a situation where we're like, who is that I'm really trying to get a hold of? I think it's these guys, or I'm sorry, I think it's Peacock Property Solutions. But if I'm really not sure, we can always just call the agent and ask. I've done this a number of times. Hey, I saw you're the listing agent on this property. We're looking for, I was looking for, to see if you represented the buyer that did the flip on, 6353 Lido Court. All right, so let's take Peacock. Let's put these guys in here. Let's do this. Oh, so it's an attorney. So it pops up with these guys. Let's try this dude. All right, let's see. One record found. Oh, no phone numbers. And that was definitely our guy. All right, so let's call Luis. For 7-352-1040. Oh, keep saying Luis.
Morning, callback. Is Denise speaking?
Hi, yes, my name's Nathan. I was looking to speak with Lewis.
Last name?
I believe it's Valiente.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 78655444125 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1.
All right, we're not even gonna leave voicemail. We're gonna call his cell phone. 786-554-4125.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 78655
I'm on, Lewis.
4125 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Lewis, this is Nathan. I was calling about a property that I saw that you were working. If you could give me a call when you get the chance. My cell phone is 845-853-6551. Thanks. Cool. For agents, whenever I call an agent, I always try to say something in the voicemail like it's, hey, it's about one of your properties. That's what I should have said. Reason being is they'll call you back pretty quick. Versus if I'm calling like, hey man, I'm calling about a property that you sold, previously, he's gonna be like, what? No. If he thinks it's about a new listing or something, he'll call you back right away. Hopefully. Because he wants to make that money. All right, we're gonna favorite that property. Dude, these guys buying at like 73%. I am a fan of it. So how are these results sorted right now? Okay, just by most recent. So let's got some before and after. Nice. Okay, yeah, this is more of what I was expecting. So about at 65%. Let's can we sort it by ARV? Or is that just, so let's see. Does that mean this dude bought it at a really high percent? 0% ARV. Okay, so we're at the wrong end. Yeah, we don't want to be selling this dude any deals. $800. All right, let's just to make sure. Yeah, these are lower price points. Let's just flip it. All right, now let's see. Boom, bought at 75%. Let's see, does it look like a flip? I don't know, man. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Just me. Ayo is just me. Just me enterprises. That's funny, man. That's so funny. Yeah, it's just me. Who's the buyer on this? It's just me. So Steve bought it at 75%. So okay, so that's what he probably didn't rehab it. This was just a buy and relist it. So we don't necessarily want that because that person's probably going to be like a wholesaler. He might be a flipper too, but I'm going to move on. What this person did is like, yo, I got this at a steal. I'm going to buy it and then just relist it. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. Does it say? So he bought it for 210. I know, yeah. Like literally, like a week, 2 weeks later, he had it listed. Probably didn't do any rehab. I mean, maybe like a touch up here and there, but yeah, not. I wouldn't call this a fix and flip. Just me. Okay, moving on. Let's see. There's a lot of trees going on. This looks. My guess is it's probably going to be the same thing. Bought at 225, sold for 303. So Beal Real Estate Group bought it. Oh wait, when did he list it? Listed in January. So he might have done some work to it. I wonder if he was the agent. No, it says Watson. Let's see if we can give this dude a call. All right, the seller here is offer Marshall cash. So interesting. Okay, so here's where I get a little confused. So person bought it here, or maybe they assigned it to like a different company. Maybe they bought it in this name, and let's see. South Carolina or Pennsylvania. All right, we'll try this one instead. Let's get rid of Lewis here. Get rid of Peacock Solutions. Cash offer Marshall. That's for cars. So this one we'd probably have to call the agent on. Let's call him up. 407-847-4781.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Waxel Realty. This is Epiphany. How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Nathan. I was calling. I was looking for an agent that had listed a property that you guys just recently sold. But
Do you know the name of the realtor?
It doesn't have the name of the realtor here. It was for a property on Tradewinds Trail.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello? Yeah, are you there?
I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, I'm still here.
Are you a realtor or customer?
No, I'm a customer.
Okay, and you said, can you repeat the address again?
I think it might have. been, it might have been Helen Weaver.
Oh, Helen is no longer with the company.
Oh, okay. Got it. No
Maybe
worries.
you can try to search for her on the internet.
Okay, yeah, I'll give that a try.
Okay, have a nice one. And if anything else that I can help you, always go back.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. I had no clue what she said when she answered that phone. All right, so let's hit up Helen. So Helen doesn't work with them anymore, but I want to see if she has the contact for that buyer. And so the thing where, yeah, so let's call this number 407-202-6944.
This leads to voicemail of Helen Weaver, Realtor with Watson Realty Corporation. At this time, I am unavailable to take your call. Please leave your name, telephone number, and the reason for your call, and I will return your call shortly. Thank you for calling, and have a blessed day.
Hey, Helen, this is Nathan. I was actually calling about a property of yours. If you could, please give me a call back. My cell phone is 845-853-6551. Thanks. All right. Cool, man. So, well, we definitely got a little bit of a learning curve with Privy, but I love what they got going on. I think the before and after stuff is so cool. I'm just curious. I just want to see what they look like. I just want to click on like some of these like trash looking ones. I feel like this was flipped. I feel like this got swapped. I don't know. That was like an office. Let's get one more. All right, cool. Let's transition a little bit here and give some more of these title company people a call. So Ryan, we have been trying to get, I'm pretty sure Ryan doesn't get in the office until a little bit later, but we're going to keep calling him because we want to get a hold of this guy. 407-539. I know we've left some voicemails and we're still waiting to connect with him.
Southeast Professional Title, I may direct your call.
Hi, yes, I was looking to speak with Ryan, please.
He's not in the office just yet. He usually gets in closer to 10 o'clock. Would you like to leave him a voicemail? We'll give you a call back when he's in.
Yep, that'd be great.
All right, one moment. You have reached Ryan Kochek. I'm away from my desk. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Ryan, it's Nathan. Give me a call back whenever you get the chance. Number's 845-853-6551. Thanks. All right. We're going to call him back at 10. All right. Let's call some of these other people. So I think the last person we spoke with was Becky. That went really well. Let's give Aaron a call. 407-702-6688.
Thank you for calling Apollo Title Company. If you know your party's extension, you can dial it at any time during the message or press 0 to be transferred to the operator. For Amanda Herstein, please press 511. Deanna Barnes, please press 500. For Jordan
Talk to the operator.
Thank you for calling Apollo Title Company. This is Deanna.
Hi, I was looking to speak with Aaron.
Oh, you are actually calling the wrong company. I believe you're trying to reach Apollo Title Agency. This is Apollo Title Company.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry. You guys probably get that a lot, don't you?
Yeah, we do. No worries. It's fine. No problem at all.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. That's so funny. Someone put in the wrong number. All right, we'll just mark that out. So these people I don't have names for, but let's hit them up.
Premier Title.
Hi, my name's Nathan. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm not sure if you'll be able to help me out or point me in the right direction. So I'm an investor that's new to the Orlando area, and you guys were referred to me. And I guess I was looking to speak with someone and ask kind of a couple questions.
Okay. In regards to transactions that you're going to have in the future, is that what your questions about?
Yeah, kind of, yeah, and a few other things for transactions in the future, and then also wasn't sure if you guys work with investors typically or.
We work with all sorts of, investors and just people in general that are buying and selling.
Mm-hmm.
So I can try to answer your questions, and then if not, I can take your name and number and have someone call you back.
Yeah, so I guess kind of the first part of my question was, if you guys worked with investors and if you service the Orlando area. It sounds like you guys do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. And then, so the second half of my question, so I'm newer to the Orlando market. I live up in Danbury, Connecticut. So I'm a little bit of a drive away. Previously, my primary market was West Michigan. I just switched and I'm looking to open up in Orlando. So right now I kind of get everything set up on my end to where I get a lot of deals kind of coming across my desk. But when I'm brand new to a market, especially with kind of everything that's going on in our market right now, I'm very, very hesitant to actually purchase something until I've kind of gotten to know and learn the nuances of a new market. However, in the meantime, what I like to do is I still get a lot of good things that come across my desk that are still a good fit for other investors. I don't know if you guys happen to work with anybody that does a lot of business with you guys, maybe like a fix and flipper or something, to where you could possibly connect me with that person, and kind of any good deals that come across my desk, I can kind of hand off to them and they can transact it through you guys. And then I can just learn a little bit about the market in the process, and it's kind of a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, no, we don't really do that. We are a title company that's owned by a law firm, so the majority of our transactions come in through the law firm. Basically, attorneys in the law firm that, real estate may not be their primary practice, so they kind of hand off the files to us and we handle it. So we don't really have someone in particular that is got the niche in the market that you're referring to, unfortunately.
Not a problem at all. No problem. I totally understand. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. You too.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. That one is a no. Take a sip of water. All right. 239 734 2400.
Mr. Title, this is Sarah. How can I help you?
Hey, Sarah, this is Nathan. How you doing?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, thanks. I'm not sure if you'll be able to help me out. I had a couple questions. One being if you guys service the Orlando area, and two if you guys work with investors much.
Okay, so yes, we do the Orlando area, so that's number one. We have not worked with very many investors in here as of yet. Do you know kind of what kind of deals they're doing? Is it a straight like they're buying somebody's house, or are they doing buying somebody's house and then quick turnaround and then like one day later doing another sale?
A little bit of everything. I'll be honest, I'm probably not the right fit for you guys.
Okay.
Which is no problem at all. Yeah, I work with a little bit of everything. So,
Okay.
well, no worries. That answers my question. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Take care.
You too.
Bye bye. Guys, another pro tip, especially when talking with sellers, when you're doing acquisitions or lead generation, if it's like a no, this person is not a good fit, get off the phone. Just get off the phone as quick as possible. You can do it politely, right? Kind of like how we just did here, but um, don't waste your time. Don't try to drag it out. It's totally okay. Just hop off the phone. Man, some sellers, they will keep you there for like 30, 40 minutes. Ask me how I know. Because I've done it. All right. But yeah, especially when you're talking to sellers, like ask your disqualifying questions, right? Don't throw it away too soon. Like 100% make sure it's not a fit, but you can do that in like 5, 6 minutes. You can do it really quick and then move on to the next person. 407-392. All right, hold on. I wanna call people where I have a name. Just try and get a hold of Anita. 558-3480.
Good morning, the Closing City. This is Debbie. How may I help you?
Hi, Debbie. I was looking to speak with Anita.
She is not in the office at this time. Is there something I can help you with?
Maybe I had a couple questions. One being, if do you guys service the Orlando area, and do you happen to work with investors much? Oh, great.
We do.
So, okay, perfect. Well, maybe you'll be able to help me out with kind of the second half of my question. So the second half is one, I'm newer to the Orlando market, and I am looking for a title company for myself. So that's kind of the first half. And then two, so I currently I live in Danbury, Connecticut, so I'm a little bit of a drive away. My primary market was originally West Michigan. I did a lot there, and I'm just now switching and opening up in Orlando. I kind of get things set up on my end to where I get a lot of deals coming across my desk. However, when I'm brand new to a market, and especially kind of everything that's going on in our market right now, I'm very, very hesitant to buy something myself until I've really gotten to kind of learn the nuances of the market. So in the meantime, what I like to do is, I don't know if you guys happen to work with any investors or do a lot of business with any guys in particular that maybe they're fix and flippers or whatnot, or anyone that you could possibly connect me with, to where any of these kind of deals that come across my desk, that's not a fit for me right now, I could hand off to them and they could kind of transact the deal through you guys, and then I could learn a little bit about the market and the process, and it's a bit of a win-win for everyone.
Price point are you looking in?
Right around the median, so not luxury, but anywhere's from like 350-ish and kind of below. What's that?
And below. That's yeah. Zero town 350 and below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to send us an email and we can see what we can do about hooking you up with somebody?
Sure, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. So you can send it. My name is Debbie, and you can either send it to me or you can send it to office at the closing city, and then it'll go to me and Anita.
Great. What I'll do is I'll just send it. Is it okay if I send it to you directly?
Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
I'm Debbie at theclosingcity.com.
Debbie at theclosingcity.com. Okay.
And what was your name?
Nathan Valle.
Nathan. Well, nice to meet you, Nathan.
Yeah, likewise, Debbie. I'll what I'll do is I'll just kind of send you an email here probably in just a minute. And yeah, anyone that you'd be able to put me in touch with, I'd love to connect with, and yeah, it helped them out a lot, I'm sure, and be able to work out well for you guys in the end as well.
Okay, absolutely. We'll see what we can do for you.
All right, thank you so much, Debbie. I'll be shooting you an email here in just a second.
Great, thanks.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye. Cool. All right, let's send Debbie here an email. Let's see. What do we want the title to be? Let's get out of here. Dismiss. I don't know. We'll think of something. It looks nice. Speaking with you today. Appreciate you. Really appreciate you helping me out to connect with some of your more experienced investors. Some of your, not more experienced, more active. Speaking today, really appreciate you helping me out to connect with some of your more active investors. So one thing I'm doing in this email is, if you notice, I'm kind of, I'm almost doing like an assumed close. So I'm positioning it, or I'm framing it in a way to where it's like I'm already thanking her for, she was like, send me an email. And she was like, we might be able to help you out. I'm already saying thank you. I'm like, oh, thanks so much for doing that, for doing the thing, and then saying the things that I want her to do. And what that does is it kind of puts her into this position of, it wasn't 100% clear on what was going to happen next after I send this email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to state it here in the email. And that way she's like, well, like, it'll be weird if I don't do it now. Or she's like, I'll feel awkward if I, like, say I can't do it now. Look forward to speaking with you. I really appreciate you helping me out to connect with some of your more active investors. Forward to working together soon. Best regards. Thanks for connecting. Perfect. All right. So we'll make that like a, that's kind of green. Oh, actually, no, because I might need to follow up with them. Make it like blue or something. It's called Frank. All right, Frank 863 802 9300. That also reminds me, I don't think I added them to my CRM, some of the new people from the end of last week. Let's do cash buyers. So let's see who we got. Yeah, I didn't add all these people. Oh, this was a conversation I had on Friday afternoon or evening. Who texted me with this? One of the people that we had spoke with, they had sent me a text. One of the title companies that we spoke with, they were like, "Oh yeah, like I'll put you in a group email or a group text." Who was it? So I can give her credit. Was it Bobby Joe? No, hold on. It was. So Bobby Joe came through and she sent a group text and connected me with this guy. It was kind of a short conversation. You know, he didn't want to go into too much detail, but what we were able to get is like he'll look at and buy anything. You can tell he's definitely hungry, like looking for deals, which is good. And he said he'll buy at 70%, but it sounded like he'd buy at even higher, which is nice to know. So we've got 5 here, but we've really kind of got a bit more because one person we got to add here is yeah, I don't want to do that. We'll put Becky. That's what she goes by. She so she didn't really connect us with anybody, but she was like, oh, she basically was like, yeah, I'll be happy to JV with you on it. Which is okay. You know, it's not ideally what we're looking for, but it's still a great thing to have. Yeah, you know, especially with her at a title company, like she really probably does have buyers for any kind of property. Now we're going to be focusing on the stuff that we specifically know we have buyers for and we know the criteria. But when you're doing lead generation or you've got stuff coming your way, sometimes you'll get things that are a little bit outside of your kind of normal wheelhouse. And that's okay. Or sometimes you'll talk with the seller and they're like, oh, well, I'm not really interested in selling this, but I've got this instead, that I would like to get rid of. And sometimes it's like, oh, it's not really what I work with, but I can tell, they're like, there's motivation there. Like you're like, okay, I'm almost certain this is a motivated seller and I can get this at a discount. I just don't know what a good price is or what someone would buy it for. So there's ways that we can frame that conversation with the seller so that we can set ourselves up to where it's like, hey, here's what I can offer, but I really gotta I gotta do some homework first, or it really depends. I gotta look at some things, or hey, this isn't something I normally buy. Let me see. Right? There's different ways we can position the conversation so that we're not lying to the seller. Right? We're not saying, yeah, we can buy it at this price, and then you get a contract signed, but you have no buyers for the property, and you have no clue if it's a good deal or not. We're not doing that. But there are ways you can position the conversation so that you're being honest, you're being helpful to the person, and it gives you time to give someone like this call, like, hey, Becky, do you have anybody that would be interested in something like this? If so, what would they need to be at? Do we have her email? No. We'll do... we'll just put that in there. I almost want to edit that. We'll say wholesaler. Title company would be willing to JV and dispose the deal. That's what she typically does. Deal basis. Other cool. So that was Becky, and then we added Israel. I feel like I'm missing one though. Got Jacob in there. Oh, did I add Rob? Yeah, I got Rob. Okay, maybe that is all of them right now. Cool. All right, let's call Frank. Frank, give me some good news, my man.
Equity Title, this is Jessica speaking.
Hi, I was looking to speak with Frank.
He's not here. Can I ask you what it's regarding about?
Is this Equity Title?
Yes, it is, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of new to Orlando, and I was looking for a title company, and Frank was referred to me at Equity Title.
Okay, so he's not here directly, but what can we assist you with?
Yeah, well, I guess a couple questions. One, I guess, so you guys do service the Orlando area, right?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. And do you guys typically do you work with investors much?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay, great. Well, so kind of two things. One, I'm looking for a title company for myself. Excuse me. But two, the other thing, So I'm new to the Orlando market. I actually live up in Danbury, Connecticut. And my previous market was primarily West Michigan. And I just now switched and I'm looking to open up in Orlando. Um, However, I set things up on my end to where I get a lot of deals coming my way and across my desk. However, when I'm brand new to a market, and especially with everything that's going on in the market right now, um, typically I'm very hesitant to buy anything until I've, gotten to spend a little bit of time and gotten to learn the nuances, of the market. So what I'm wondering is if you happen to work with any experienced, any active buyers, maybe fix and flippers, to where, when something good comes across my desk, I don't necessarily want to buy it, but instead I could maybe just hand it off to them and then they can transact the property through you guys. And then, I could learn a little bit about the market in the process.
Okay.
So I don't know if do you work with anybody that you think sounds like they could be a good fit for something like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have that information.
Or if
Let
there's
me
someone
grab.
else in your office that you think might be a better fit for me to chat with.
Yes. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get. What would be your name?
Nathan Valle.
Nathan.
Yep, Nathan.
Valley.
There's no Y, so it's spelled
No
like
Y.
it's almost sounds like Valle, but it's Valley.
Valle. All right. What would be the best number to reach you at?
This number, my cell phone, it's 845
Mm-hmm.
853
Okay.
6551.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pass this information to my supervisor and have her give you a call back. I wouldn't be able to tell you how quick she's gonna give you a call back. I don't know how much work she has at her desk. But just give her a little bit of time, and as soon as she gets some spare time, she can give you a call, and that way, I'll let her know a little what was your call about, and then she'll give you a call back and she'll explain that.
Okay, great. And what's her name?
Her name is Cindy.
Cindy
Last name Goodrich.
Goodrich?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You have a good day.
All right. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Cindy Goodrich. Marcus. Let's hit up Marcus here. All right. 407 617 3206.
Please leave your message for 407-617-32.
Yeah, we're just going to call right back.
Please leave your message for 407-617-3206.
Hey, this is Nathan. Give me a call back when you get the chance. Number's 845-853-6551. Thanks. Well, all right. It's called Jolyn. Oh, but first, let me shoot a text. Okay, he just texted me. He said in a meeting right now. Please text and I'll respond shortly. Hey, this is Nathan Valle. Is there a better time today that you're available for a call? So the goal is to get 5 to 10 good, solid buyers, right? So right now we've got 6 contacts here, and honestly, like 2 or 3 of these people, 2 of these people at least, they're more of a dispo person, and they're connected with hundreds of buyers. So we definitely hit that checkbox, and we did it in 4 days. I mean, really 3 days. So like I said, guys, always start with the end in mind. Start with the buyer, and it doesn't need to take forever. I mean, we've been doing this like 3 hours a morning, each morning, for 3 days. So in 9 hours, you guys could do it. All right, let's call Jolyn. One 881.
Hello?
Hey, Jolyn.
No.
So are you at Meets and Bounds?
No.
Oh man, is this the totally wrong company? So you're not like a title company or anything?
No.
Ah, geez, man, someone gave me the wrong number. He hung up on me. That's funny. Yeah, was this Jolyn? Nah. Is this a title company? Nah. All right. Let's call Krista. I typed in right number, right? 352-282-1881. Yep, that was what I typed. Oh well. All right. 352-354-2575. Oh, gosh, stretch.
Magnolia Clothing Company, how can I direct your call?
Hi, I was looking to speak with Krista, please.
Okay, one moment.
The person at extension 250 is unavailable. Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Hey, Krista, I was calling. I was looking for a title company, and you were referred to me. If you could, when you get the chance, please give me a call back. My number is 845-853-6551. Thanks. All right. I'll mark that as blue. It's called Barbara. 561-227-1513.
This is Jamie. Can I help you?
I was looking to speak with Barbara.
Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, this is Nathan. Nathan Valle.
In regards to?
She was referred to me for a title company.
Okay. Let me give you her cell phone then, because she's on her cell phone.
Oh, okay. Ready whenever you are.
Okay. It's 954
Uh-huh.
330
330
9122.
9122.
9122.
All right. Perfect. Okay, great. I'll try on that. Thanks so much.
Okay, perfect.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
That was weird. Oh, that did not sound like an office phone. That's so funny. Who's this? 954 330 9122. All right. 954 330 9122.
Hello, may I help you?
Hey, Barbara?
Yes.
Hey, Barbara, this is Nathan. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I was calling because you were referred to me for title work.
Okay.
I yeah, I was looking to just kind of ask you a couple questions. I don't know if you had a minute. It sounds like I might have caught you in the middle of something.
No. Let me go to the room. Hold on a second. Here. I'm just sick. I'm under the weather today.
Oh, geez, I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Would it be better if I gave you a call back, tomorrow or Wednesday?
No. Is it a question about like title? Like you want a quote or?
Well, no. So, kind of two things. One, I'm new to the Orlando market, so I was wondering if you service the Orlando area, and the second half of that would be, do you work with investors?
Yes to both, because I service the whole state of Florida.
Okay,
If
great.
it's outside of Florida, no. But within Florida, I do title for all of Florida.
Okay, perfect. So I'm actually I'm new to the Orlando market, and so one, I'm looking for a title company for myself, which is great.
Okay.
I'm an investor. I actually live up in Danbury, Connecticut, so I'm a bit of a drive away. I originally West Michigan was my primary market, and I just switched. I'm just now opening up in Orlando. So the kind of second half of my question is, so when I'm new to a market, I kind of set things up to where I get a lot of deals coming across my desk. When I'm brand new to a market, especially when it's kind of everything that's going on in the market right now, I'm very, very hesitant to buy something until I've gotten to know the market and kind of learn its nuances.
Right.
However, in the meantime, I don't know if you happen to work with any investors, any fix and flippers or anything that you
Yes,
think.
I do in Orlando. Who referred you to me? I just want to make sure it's not the same person.
What was the name? I think they were with. I can't remember. I don't have it here.
I just want to make sure it's not the same investor that I work with. Because I work with an investor in Orlando. He's super sweet man.
Nice.
And his name is Jason. Was that the person that?
No, I don't think it was a Jason.
Okay, so how about this? I'm gonna get your information, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna send an email once I talk to Jason. Are you a realtor?
No. So I'm an investor. So I work with a little bit of everything, but typically I just on the residential side. What I'd love to do is, if you're able to connect me with either kind of some of your more active investors, and like I said in the beginning, what I'd love to do is kind of any of the really good deals that come across my desk, I'd be happy to just kind of hand it off to them. They can transact the deal through you, and then I can kind of learn a little bit about the market and the process, and it's a win-win for everyone.
Okay. Let me get your information, your number, your name, number, and the email.
Yeah, perfect. Do you have a pen?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So my name is Nathan Valle,
Okay. Got it.
and the best number is my cell phone. It's 845
Uh-huh.
853
Okay.
6551.
Okay. And your email address?
And the best email you can reach me at is I4, so the letter I, the number 4, express buyers at gmail.com. And that's
plural, right?
correct.
Right. Okay. I4 expressbuyers at gmail.com.
Yep, perfect.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to him, and then I'm going to send an email with his information and your information so you guys can connect.
Perfect.
And he's very active.
Great.
Active. Yeah. Okay.
Great. Barbara, thank you so much. And then, yeah, thank you. And then I'd love to.
My son lives there.
Oh, does he? Wow. Oh, and you mean up by me?
Florida. I don't know. He lives in, oh my God. What is the area? It's close to downtown Orlando. I forgot the name of the area. I'm running a blank now, but he lives very close to there. And I used to live there. For a year, I lived there. In
nice.
Waterford. I think it was over there in the east, more east.
Oh,
so
okay.
I love Orlando. I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
So
great.
But anyway, I'm going to connect you both. And hopefully that works out for you guys, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Barbara.
All right, Nathan.
All right, hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Right,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye-bye. Boom. Guys, it is that easy. Crazy, man. Crazy. Guys, we've got a list of, I mean, it's not what? So we used up to like 31. We're missing a couple. So we'll say there's like 27, 28, something like that. We'll even round it up. 30. So out of 30 people, she's about to connect me with another person. So 30 companies. Honestly, like, dude, look at all these great conversations we had in green. And then we're about to add another buyer to this list. Guys, that's crazy, man. Crazy. It does not take 1,000 calls. We didn't have to do no text blasting. We didn't have to do no crazy cold calling. And it was free. Free. And these are top-notch guys that are actually closing deals. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think she misunderstood me. I thought she was saying he lived up by me in Connecticut. And I was like, oh, man. Small world again. But that was not the case. Who just tried calling me back? Oh, Krista.
You're returning a call. I'd be happy to help with whatever you need. My phone number here is 407-564-1716. Again, that's Krista with Magnolia, 407-564-1716. Thank you.
Oh, we about to call her right back. Was it 407-564-1716? Cool. All right, let's call Krista back.
Thank you for calling Magnolia Clothing Company. This is Krista. How can I help you?
Hey, Krista, this is Nathan. How you doing?
Hey, doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Good, thanks. I appreciate the call.
Yeah, of course. How
Did,
can I help?
did I catch that at a bad time?
No, you're good. I was just not on my desk, so
Oh,
I came back and got your voicemail.
perfect. Yeah, so I was calling because I'm new to Orlando and I'm looking for a title company, and you were referred to me.
Awesome. Can I ask who referred me?
Yeah, it was I believe it was Gigi.
Oh,
She
cool.
had referred you
Awesome.
to me on Facebook.
Fantastic. All right, great. How can I help?
Yeah, so
You need quotes, or are you an investor, or are you just an agent, or?
yeah, I'm an investor. So I guess I just kind of had a couple questions first.
Sure.
Yeah, first one being, if you service the Orlando area, and two, if you do work with investors.
Yes, I work pretty much solely with investors right now. I mean, our company does everything, but I'm the investor department, me and my processor, Todd.
Oh,
So I
perfect.
do wholesale, I do assignments, I do double closings. Yeah, pretty much whatever you need. I've also looked at done one novation so far. They just are kind of new, so we haven't done very many of those that have actually come to fruition. And then we are also prepared to do subject to, though I haven't closed one yet.
Okay, awesome. Wow, I love it. Well, that's great. Well, so yeah, my call's kind of twofold. One, I am like I said, I'm new to the Orlando market, and I'm looking for a title company for myself. But two, I'm also calling, because I live up in Danbury, Connecticut, so I'm a little ways away. My previous market was originally West Michigan. Did a lot there, and I'm just now switching and just now opening up in Orlando. I set things up on my end to where I get, a whole bunch of kind of deals coming across my desk and my way. However, when I'm brand new in a market, I'm, especially with everything that's going on in our market right now, I'm very, very hesitant
Going
to.
in blind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like buying something until I've kind of like learned the market and sort of, its nuances. So, kind of the second part of my question would be, I don't know if you work with any investors in particular that are really active, do a lot of work with you guys, like a fix and flipper or something, to where when a really good deal comes across my desk, like I said, it's even if it's a great deal, I'm not looking to buy it just yet. But I would love to be able to hand it off to maybe someone that you work with, one of those guys, and then they can transact the deal through you, and then I can learn, a little bit about the market in the process, and it's kind of a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, so I have a couple of investors that I work with. They're not a fix and flip. They have done in the past, but they are pretty much just wholesale right now.
Okay.
And then I have another one. So I have 3 that I can refer you. And what I can do is I can just send them all your information, and then they can put you on like their mailers or whatever. And if they're okay with me releasing their info, I'll go ahead and send it to you. Does that work?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. I'd love to be able to kind of get the chat with them directly. I know typically I kind of operate a bit different from most people. I don't do like a massive list and the blast thing. I look for kind of just a few key relationships, and I like to work. It sounds like they could still be a really good fit, but if there's any chance that I could, they'd be willing to chat on the phone or whatnot.
Obviously check with them first before I just like.
No, I totally understand. No, I appreciate that. I hope you do the same for me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're usually pretty receptive, and they like to help on new people. So yeah, definitely. So the first one would be Encore Real Estate Investments, and I worked with them pretty much since we opened, which we've been open for 4 years, a little over now. But we actually all came from Fidelity National Title, which is a big direct underwriter.
Okay.
They're like a national underwriter, so we kind of just started as our own thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get your information over to them if you want to provide it to me, and then ask them if it's okay if I release their info to you, just so you can have a conversation. So it would be Encore. The other guy's name, I forgot the name of his company, but his name is David. And then I have another David.
Okay.
I work with a lot of Davids. My boyfriend's name is David too. So it's,
Oh, that's so
it's a
funny.
little confusing.
You
I gotta make
just
sure I'm
you've got a thing for
talking to the right
attracting
David.
Davids. Yeah.
All right, cool. So, did you have any? The other thing you said, if we service Orlando, so we can actually close anything in the entire state of Florida.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
if you find any deals elsewhere, yeah, we can close anything within the state of Florida, and we can do remote online notarization as well as mobile notaries if need be, if they're not like local.
Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, perfect. What for you, what's the easiest way for me to send you my, I don't know, is this like a cell phone that I could send a text to or email?
No, this is my like office number, but I'll go ahead and shoot you an email. That way you have all my direct contact information. So the number you called is my direct line.
Okay.
And then my signature line, it'll have like the office line if you need to keep them out at my desk if I'm at closing or something. What's your email?
My email is the letter I, the number 4, expressbuyers@gmail.com.
Okay, I for expressbuyers@gmail.com.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, I just sent you an email. It just says investor/wholesale title company info in the subject line. Let me see if you got that.
Let's see, just waiting for it to come through. Yep, there it is.
Awesome. All right, so all the information is there, and then I'll go ahead and, is this the best number to reach you on?
Yep, this is my cell phone.
Okay, cool. I'll put that in the email to the guys too. So I have 845-853-6551.
Yep, perfect.
And your name is Nathan. How do you say your last name?
Valle.
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 My son's name is Nathan too.
Oh, neat. Surprised it's not David.
All right, cool. So I'll get an email together and I'll send it over to these 3 different investor companies and just see if they're good with me releasing their info, and then I'll send it over to you, okay?
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Krista.
My pleasure. All right, we'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. Boom. Cool. This is green. So probably not going to be the buyers that we're looking for with that one, but doesn't hurt to get connected with them. The other thing, guys, if you are connecting with wholesalers, like, so even that one person we spoke with, I can't remember what his name was. I think it was Ben. Even if they're wholesalers and it's like, we're looking for like the end buyers. One, it's good to have them in your back pocket, if you do need to JV on a deal and get it done. 2, they're a great source of information, to connect and collaborate with them. If they're active and doing a bunch of deals, they'll be able to let me know. I can ask them like, hey, what's working, what's not working, what are guys buying at, what are guys not buying, where's it hot, where's it cooled. Some people, they like to hold it close to their chest a bit. Other guys, they're other people, they're super open, kind of all depends who you're talking to, but doesn't hurt to have the conversation. That is for sure. All right, let me do my, man, it's like, I feel like 10 o'clock on the dot is every day, every time I do it. Let me take 60 seconds, go grab a fresh cup of hot tea. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and we're going to dig a little bit more into Privy. And we're going to call some people from here in the Orlando market. And then we'll also maybe talk a little bit about what the rest of the week's going to look like. So just give me like 60 seconds. And I will be right back, guys. All right. 1 second. All right, party people. All right. Boom. We are back. We are back in action. Oh, let's do text me. I've got appointments all day. How can I help? Yeah, I'll text them later. Cool. So let's hop in here. So back to Privy. So hold on. I think I saved like 2 properties, right? Yeah, I've got 2. Cool. So we're looking for flips. Does not look like a flip. So we already saw this one. That looks. Let's see. I don't think this is a flip, but take a look. Yeah, no. All right, let's see. Ooh, this looks nice. Yeah, this is probably going to be a flip. Now, one thing, guys. So, when I was talking with, it was one of the people from one of the title companies, and we're looking here. I don't think I explained. I talked about we want to be around the median price point or below, but why is that important? So, there are people that do luxury flips, right? You know, they'll flip like $1 million mansions. But one that's a lot of us, you know, it's a much smaller pool of buyers. You know, the nice thing is the bigger the deals, the bigger the spreads, you know, the more money you can make typically. However, for wholesaling, you know, if we're looking to kind of do multiple deals, we're looking for, you know, just kind of like your standard fix and flippers. Like, you know, we mentioned a bunch. They're the ones they are our end client, right? They're our dream customer. So we want to give them what they want. And what they want is they want, you know, the majority, you know, especially the guys doing a lot of volume, they want to be flipping houses right around, like right at or below the median house price for an area. Why is that? Because as a fix and flipper, when they go to sell the property on the back end, they want it to be available to, you know, pretty much as big of a market as possible, you know, as big of a buyer pool as possible. So for the guy flipping the $1 million mansions, he can make a really big paycheck, but there's not like a whole lot of people looking for, you know, fully rehabbed, you know, $3 million mansion compared to the amount of people looking for a $350,000 house, right? So as a fix and flipper, they want to be at that medium price to where, you know, at or below, so that, you know, when they're listing it and selling it, it's at that medium price point. It's able to target the largest pool of end buyers, and that's why it's so important for them. And so that's why we're looking for these kind of properties. We're looking at property history. So we're looking Rocks Solid Home. Rocks Solid Home LLC. I wonder if that's a typo. I feel like that's got to be a typo. Excuse me. All right. Let's throw it in here. No, not a typo. All right. So we want Robert Santiago. Vivian Santiago, probably his wife. Where does it say? Let's give an address, Orlando. All right. How old do we think he is? We think he's 64, 32, 52. Let's go with this first one. Or, senior. Interesting. We'll say he's probably senior. Let's try this guy. Love it. Your phone numbers. 407 408 8455.
Four 7 4 0 8 8 4 5 5 is not available.
Let's try calling again. See if it picks up.
Hi, the person you've reached is using a screening service from Google and will get a transcript of this call. Go ahead and say your name and why you're calling.
Nathan? It's weird. Didn't give like a beep or anything. So it's going to patch me through. Hello? Hello? Give this address. Let's try one of the other ones. All right, let's try this guy. Little old B. So it's Village Park. What's this one was again? Carlton Circle. Let's see, is it this young guy? Who knows? Let's try calling him. 863. 863 608 7064.
Hello. Message after the tone.
On check home back. Man, I don't know if this is my phone being weird. Having a hard time connecting.
Hello. Please leave a.
I'm an idiot. So he's also the agent. So let's just look this dude up. Agents typically have their cell phone number listed online if you look them up, either on like their broker website or like realtor.com, whatever. So this guy. Boom. That's what we're looking for. 321-436-6828.
This is Robert. Can I help you?
Hey, Robert, this is Nathan. How you doing?
I'm okay. Which Nathan is this? I'm sorry.
We haven't spoke before. This is Nathan Valle.
Okay, Nathan, how can I help you today?
I was actually calling about a flip I saw you did on Amigos Avenue.
Good old Amigos, yes.
Yeah. I was just taking a look at it here. Man, it came out really good. You did a nice job with it.
Thank you.
I was calling because so I'm new in the Orlando market, but I get a lot of deals coming across my desk, and with me being new to the market, I'm pretty hesitant on stuff that I take down, at least until I've kind of gotten to know the nuances of it. I was wondering if like you're still actively looking to buy.
I'm always looking to buy at the right price. Right now, the way things are, I don't need to tell you. So I'm very conscious of what I buy nowadays.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I guess for you to buy something right now, what is it? Do you typically just do like single family flips, or what do you typically look for?
I look at anything that makes money.
Yeah.
If the numbers are there, I'll take a look at it. And if the numbers make sense. Usually, I'm going to tell you right now, wholesalers like yourself, you guys, the ARV that you guys are using, I think is ridiculous. You're going with a regular ARV that was good 3-4 months ago. Whatever ARV you're using, do a haircut of 10%. That's going to be my ARV.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be buying at 65% of that price.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, look, I don't blame you. I'm not like most other guys, especially not like most wholesalers. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys where it's like I've got some inflated ARV that doesn't really make any sense, and then I blast it out to like 5,000-10,000 people in an email. No, I operate very differently. Typically I only work with a few kind of serious active guys, and that's it. You know, if I have something that I know is a deal, you know, I'll shoot you a text and be like, hey Robert, you know, do you want this? You know, that's kind of typically how I do things. Got it. So yeah, you're only looking at stuff that's sold in like the past like 30-60 days, right?
Yeah, right now I'm going 90 days back. That's about it.
Okay.
That's the max that I'm doing when I look by area that I look back.
Okay. Do you do buy and holds also, or just flips?
I do buy and hold also.
Okay. And then do you look at it the same way as you do a flip, to where it's like, you know, either whether you flip it or hold it, you still want that kind of built-in equity?
That one depends. If it's an area, then I look at areas. The area, what's going to be my max rental income out of it.
Okay, got it. And when you're looking at the area and the max rental income, are you kind of looking at, you know, what the the mortgage is going to cost you and the expenses? Like, are you looking at like a cap rate kind of thing, or is it strictly just you're looking kind of long term?
I hit long term more than anything.
Okay, so for buy and holds more than anything, you're looking for, you know, really, really nice property, the right
Location.
area.
Yeah, location. You know.
Got it. Okay.
I could go ahead and buy in Pine Hills. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you got the nice area of Pine Hills. Hey, I'll take it all day long for a rental. Not a problem.
Got it. Okay. Now, will you buy anywhere in Orlando, or do you stick to just a few specific areas?
No, anywhere in Orlando.
Okay, anywhere in Orlando. And then when you're buying, are you using cash funds or using hard money? What do you typically do for that?
Most of the time is cash.
Okay. Great. And for you to be able to buy a deal, most of the times, you know, I'll be able to set it up, but just in case, you know, so that I know some guys, you know, if they have good enough pictures or like video walkthrough, whatever, and the deal's right, you know, they can buy it just based off that. Other guys I know, no matter what, they want to be able to at least walk it, you know, no matter what kind of the price or anything is. For you, are you able to buy sight unseen, or do you want to walk it every time?
I have done sight unseen. I buy at the auction all the time.
Okay, perfect. And then trying to think, I had one more question for you. Oh, my last question was, some guy, I mean, most guys that look, if it's a deal, they don't care. But some guys, you know, they get kind of weird about it. Look, if I bring you a deal and I have it under contract and it's under contract, but it's a listed property, do you have any issues with that?
I don't have any issue with that, no.
Okay, yeah, as long as it's a deal. I know some.
By the way, so you know, I'm also a real estate broker. So
Yep.
So I'm gonna find out if you have the contract in the MLS or not. So.
Yep, perfect. Okay, great. Robert, I'll tell you what. This is my personal cell phone. Save my number. You know, Nathan Valle. You can call me, text me anytime.
Shoot me a V card.
Okay, I mean, look, I'll be honest. I don't even have a card or anything like that. I'm pretty low key with it.
Okay, not a problem, Nathan.
But
okay?
Yeah, Robert, man, I appreciate your time, and we'll be in touch soon.
You got it. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right. Favorite that. Add that dude to the list. So, a lot of interesting things in that conversation. So, for that guy, he one thing that'll help you guys is like overall wholesalers I feel like wholesalers are like, I don't know, they kind of have this kind of reputation as like, you know, oh, the like slimy car salesman. Nothing against car salesmen. I think they're great people. I think they get, you know, I don't know, maybe back in the day it was a lot more like that. But I feel like they're not that bad. But wholesalers, man, you notice how he's like, bro, wholesalers, and then he's like, blah, 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 you know, bad ARVs, this or that. The first thing you want to do is try to separate yourself, you know, from being like just another wholesaler. Like whatever it is that you can say, like, oh no, man, I'm not like that. Like, dude, I get what you're saying. Like, I'm not one of them. Right? Because you need to kind of disconnect yourself. Same thing when you're talking with the seller. All right, and they're like, oh yeah, you're one of those cash buyers. Yeah, you're just gonna lowball me with an offer. Right? Your offer might even be lower than what they've got from someone else, but you need to immediately disassociate yourself, be like, oh no, look, I don't know what we can pay for the property, but no, I totally understand what you mean. Yeah, we're not like that at all. We're actually like this. Right? And then say something that is, you know, kind of the opposite of what most people do. Frederick, yes, now that's a buyer. On market, off market, he doesn't care. That's right, man. Real buyers don't care. They're like, they get it. Real buyers doing deals, a deal is the deal. Like if they can make money, who cares where it comes from? All right. So we're gonna put in Roberts. What was his last name? Let's just copy and paste. Santiago. Where's my podium? So yeah, so one, we disassociated ourselves. Hey, we're not like everybody else. Here's why. You know, I agree with you. This is a problem. Here's why I'm different. Really, really strong. And if you notice, he had a lot of resistance, like right in the beginning. And if you notice, you know, I mentioned this the other day where we want to match their tonality, right? So his tonality, he kind of had this sort of standoffish, you know, kind of maybe felt like a little bit, maybe aggressive is a strong word, but a little bit abrasive in the beginning. And so what do? We match that, right? And we're like, oh, no, look, Robert, no, I'm not like that at all. Here's why, right? And we're not apologizing. We're not, it's just, hey, here's the difference. And then his tone changed. After we kind of did that, you know, he opened up and he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he was willing to share some more with us because immediately he was just like, look, this is what I'm looking for. And like, he was ready to get off the phone. And then we asked some more detailed questions. Most guys, most wholesalers, they're just like, oh, you're a buyer? Like, cool, what's your email? And like, they'll maybe ask one question, right, about like criteria, and that's it. When you start asking more specific stuff like, hey, what areas are you looking for? Like, hey, are you looking at, okay, got it. So you're looking at just like previous 60 days, which is kind of what he was saying originally. But then he was like, no, like I'll look in the past 90 days. Okay, cool. Right. He gave us more information. He's a good buy and hold person. Why? Because he's a buy and hold buyer that can, one, buy cash, and two, so his outlook is not like most people that I feel like I come across for that are buy and hold buyers. They're typically they're still trying to do like the burr form. Well, I say still trying. You can do it. You know, it's like anything, but they're only looking for like burr deals, right? They want to buy it at like 70% and hit all these metrics. This guy, his kind of buy and hold, the way he looks at a deal is kind of like how almost like how a Grant Cardone looks at a deal. So where like Grant, it's like, dude, the numbers can kind of be whatever. But he's like, if it's a great, like, he's like, if it's an A property and you're like, dude, this is a good property. Like they'll buy it. They'll pay a premium for it. Right. Or they'll pay what we think is a premium for it because they're able to see the long-term vision. So, and I think like if you look at, if anyone here like watches or listens to Bigger Pockets, like some of those guys have kind of moved in that direction. Like if you listen to David Green, he kind of talks a lot about that, to where he doesn't really care that much, or I shouldn't say he doesn't care that much. Like he's willing to buy properties that do not cash flow because he's more interested in the asset that he is buying and holding on to. He's not banking on the rental income to build his wealth. He's like, no, this property is going to appreciate, and that's going to build my wealth. So that's what this guy looks for in buy and holds. And we like that. Why? Because they'll pay top dollar if it's a good property. If it's good property. All right, buyer phone. Just ranting over here. Ranting for days. Let's see. Does he have an email we could throw in here? No, that's all right. Agent buys himself. Contact Florida. Fixed flip, buy and hold. All right. Guys, for your like CRMs, I know I mentioned this earlier in the beginning, the first time I kind of brought up Podio, but for anybody that didn't hear, guys, you don't need to have like a crazy Podio build out. You really don't even need any of this information. I've just sort of put it in here. All you need to, like, if I just had his name and his phone number under like a tab that said cash buyers, right? You could do it on a Google Sheets, right? And you could maybe have a section for notes and then just type whatever in that thing. Like, that's really all you need. I don't need contact. I don't need Florida. I don't need, that. I mean, it's easy for me to put it in here and I like having it. So that's why I do that. But guys, you don't need to get crazy with it. Don't spend weeks and weeks, whatever, trying to figure out how to build out the perfect Podio, because the Podio does not make the wholesaler. I can tell you that right now. You can be doing everything for free and don't use Podio, use nothing, and you could be killing it, right? The goal is we want to make money. We are here to make money and do some deals and help some people out. Robert. Agent, RE agent, also flipper, will do buy and holds to be A+ property and A+ location. Doesn't care about price on those props. Now, guys, the other thing is, like, when you do chat with someone like that, I'm putting here that he doesn't care about price. I mean, but he 100% does, right? So don't be bringing like crazy deals to someone like that. Frederick. Is there a reason the both of you guys don't stream to the Facebook group and Discord all at once for this challenge? Yeah, so it's because we're using like the same, this is like tech difficulty stuff. We're using the same, so StreamYard is what we use for streaming. And we're using the same account. So we can't separately stream with the same account, if that makes sense. If that's what you're asking. So I hope that answered your question. All right, so buy and hold. All right, so his deal criteria. So basically so for his ARV, he's saying take 10% off the top. I'm probably not going to do that. I mean, it's good to know, but so he had said that in the beginning portion of the conversation, right? When he was still kind of viewed as like, oh yeah, you're just another one of those guys. And then he said he buys at 65%. If I were able to give him a solid comp, like 1 or 2 or even 3 like really good comps sold within the last 30, 60, 90 days, and I was able to get it to him at 65% of ARV, he'd probably buy it. I don't think he'd need to take an additional 10% off. And if he does need that, then one of our other guys would buy it, because we know they buy at more than that. If you notice, he's the first person he's like, yo, because of the market, he's like, bro, take 10% off the top. Everyone else is like, that we've spoken with. I'm actually surprised. I thought all the conversations were kind of going to be like the one with this guy. But everybody else we talked to, they're like, nah, dude. Like, yeah, here in Orlando, it's just we're still doing deals. Like, nothing happened. flips. Look at last 90 days for comps. That's kind of normal for right now anyways. What else did he have? I look at last 90 days. We'll just put it in here. Said he takes 10% off the ARV and then buys at 65% of that. %10 off the ARV, and then 65% of that. What else? That's pretty much all we had for him. Other cool. All right. So we got this guy, and then we have like 1 or 2 connections from people that from title companies that we spoke with today that should be coming through. So we'll be like right at 10. We'll be pretty much right at 10, which will be nice. Doesn't look like anything was done. Oh, and you know what the other funny thing is? So he says he's buying at 65%, which he might be, right? You know, it's maybe this deal didn't work out as well as he had wanted or whatever the case. But you know, according to this, he paid all the way up to 73%. Now that might have changed, but you know, since he bought this property, when did he buy this? Property history. It doesn't have, or yeah. Okay, so that was a while ago. Okay. His criteria has probably changed. Let's see. Let's look. Did we look at this one? Okay, cool. Gee, there's a lot going on. So, listed buyer VM Pronto LLC, seller. Interesting. So, probably a rental property for someone. These dudes bought it and then flipped it. This was a while ago, though. Maybe let's actually switch the sort. Well, we're pretty much done for today. So I know what I've got going on. So here is what is going on today. I got to do a little bit of Privy homework so we can come back prepared. We're going to be doing some cool stuff with Privy, so stay tuned, guys. And then we've got the buyers. We pretty much got all of our buyers lined up, so we're all good there. So 2 things we're going to do is we're going to be looking at Privy for how to get deals using this. It'll be my first time. And then some of the other things we're going to be doing, some ninja moves to get deals coming our way. One of those is going to be, well, they're both come from leveraging others, right? Being able to provide value and leverage others. So one is going to be connecting with as many wholesalers as we can. And then two, how to get people to bring deals to us, off-market deals, not like wholesalers just blasting to us, but how do we get them bringing us leads for free, right? This whole challenge, spending zero money. So I hope you guys have gotten a lot for the past 4 days. So, I mean, pretty much the past 4 days is everything that you need on like how to find the best buyers, right? Like really high tier, serious buyers. And we only did it for a couple of hours for 4 days, right? So not that like we'll never do this, right? You want to always be continuing to try to find, more buyers or even better buyers. But ideally what you're looking for every time is you don't need a massive amount of buyers. You need the right ones, right? We're looking for the best buyers. So you guys and you can all do it, man. You can all do exactly what I just did, right? We use no money. I mean, this is the first time we actually signed up for something, and we got one buyer from it. Everything else was from totally free, from stuff we did online. Deep's profits margins 25%. Sounds like Brent Daniels, because Brent said when he buys for a flip, it's got to be at a deep. Yeah, so it's funny. Like that's kind of the one thing when you're typically, if it's a flipper who's like, if they're an agent or if they're like a wholesaler that buys properties, the reason why they're typically not a good fit, as like a buyer for you, is because it's like, dude, they're doing their own direct to seller marketing. It's like for them, the stuff that they buy is like they want to make really good margins, because typically it's they're sourcing all their own deals. They're able to find stuff at really good discounts. So in order for them to actually buy it and flip it, same thing for an agent. It's like they can get the agent fees and all this other stuff. They're looking at a ton of stuff, so they're only going to cherry pick the very best ones. Typically, because the other reality is like, even if you've got like a wholesaling company and like, say you're doing like, something crazy, say you're doing like 50 deals a month, right? Which is like absurd. You might only do like an incredibly small amount of flips, right? Like a company that does 50 assignments a month, like you might pick one of those deals to be a flip. And like, why on earth would why wouldn't they flip more of them? There's so much that goes into flipping. And it's like, if you're a wholesaler or if you're an agent, and it like, especially like if you're a wholesaler, and you're assigning a ton of these deals, you're able to make money, by letting somebody else do the project. You can only have so many crews, only so much capital that you can use to buy a deal. And so it's dude, it's just like, there's a lot of work that's involved with flipping a house, right? There's like, you got to manage people. There's a ton of risk. So, the guys that have the luxury of choosing who to work with, they're going to want to pick the very best. 25% is high. That's crazy to me. Yeah, man, that's kind of, I mean, hey, man, when you got that many deals coming your way, that's one of the luxuries, right? So cool, man. Well, guys, Nathan Payne will be going live in like just a few minutes, like 5 minutes here. Go check him out, give him some support, show him some love. And guys, we will be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And guys, tomorrow we're going to kick off finding and getting some deals. So I know that's typically the fun part. Most people are like, oh man, come on, buyers is a little boring. Like, we get it, we know it's important, but we got that foundation, we have that out of the way. It is the most important part, by the way, guys. Don't sleep on it. Like, seriously, it is so important. Get that set up first, because now we can just be reckless with making offer. We're not being reckless, but you know what I'm saying. So guys, deal finding starts tomorrow. Come join me. I'll see you guys then. Otherwise, have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. Catch you later, guys. Gosh, that tea's catching me. See you guys tomorrow.